So to start off with my story a little bit, before I started doing this business, I was a music instructor and I loved what I was doing because I really grew to love teaching, and it was a joy to see children progress at what they do. So when I wanted to earn more money, I was working 7 days a week. What I did was I taught privately, doing one-on-one piano lessons for 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. And I also taught at a music school for 2 days a week, Friday and Saturday. And on top of that, I worked at a church for choir practices on Friday nights and then for their Sunday morning services. So then I thought to myself, when can I keep doing this until working 7 days a week? And can I keep doing this until I'm 60, 65 years old? And what will happen to me when I stop working? So I realized that my income was going to stop when I stopped working. And this is what I later learned as linear income, where you're trading time for money, meaning that the moment that I stop working, I will stop getting paid. And if you have a job and you're not going to work, you're not getting paid. And not surprisingly enough, I didn't see many teachers living lavishly in retirement. If you want to see your future in your job, take a look at the people that you're working for. What does their life look like? And is that the future that you wish to have? So I was first introduced to this business from my mother-in-law and father-in-law. They started this business in 2000, and in the beginning, it was really hard, and they didn't have much income coming in because they were just starting out. And back then, even if there was the internet, it wasn't used much, especially since they're older. And so communication was done through phone, by meeting people, and through fax machines and CDs. And my father-in-law actually heard about Nu Skin while he was in Korea. So even though this is a company that was founded in the US, we are opened in 50 countries. So right off the bat, you have the potential to create a global business within the 50 countries where Nu Skin is opened. And so it took them several years of hardship, sacrifice, and failures. But once they established momentum in the business, I saw that they were receiving checks every month. Additionally, I saw that their checks were increasing, whether or not they went to work. So I had to find out more about this business and what it was all about. So I went to an event called Team Elite University, which is a free training program. And I was introduced to the company by visiting the headquarters, and I really got to see the bigger picture during my visit. And I went in September of 2011. And I got to hear from leaders that were already successful. They were living the lifestyle that I only dared to dream about, which was to ultimately not have a boss telling me what to do or tell me how much I'm worth, to have an income where I don't have to physically clock in to receive it. So I wish I had known about leveraged income while I was growing up, because the only way that I learned how to make money was to trade my time for money. We all have 24 hours in a day, right? But how is it that certain people were living comfortably and others were not, when we're all working equally hard? So I decided to fully commit to this business a month later, October 2011. And my husband actually started in 2010, a year before, because he saw this as an opportunity to really bring our family to the kind of freedom that you can never get from working at a job. And I was done working those crazy hours. Even though I was freelancing and I was able to set my own schedule and get paid what I wanted, it wasn't enough for me in the sense that once I stopped working, I wasn't going to get paid. I wanted to break out of this cycle of what we call the rat race. So I'm here today to tell you a little bit about Nu Skin, which is the company that I partnered with to build a business that'll give me the lifestyle that I want to live, where I can set my own schedule without having to ask my boss for time off, wondering whether or not I will even get permission for time off, and to be able to go somewhere for weeks at a time instead of days at a time. So when you're looking into partnering with a company, you will want to do your research and find out if this is the right partner for you, and to build a business that will give you that freedom. So when you're looking for the partner, you need to look into these 5 things, and I will go over each of these with you. So market trends. Everyone is on social media, from kids to grandparents, and we are on our phones 24/7, aren't we? We can't go anywhere without it, even in our bathroom. Social media is used for marketing, self-branding, and it's a tool to connect with people from all over the world. And Ellen, I know you're laughing because it's true, isn't it? Everyone is doing that. And people are on their phones anyway, right? But have you ever thought of making money from something that you're already doing multiple times throughout the day? Now, people are concerned more than ever about their health, and prevention is key. With the presence of COVID-19, people are more aware that they need to have a strong immune system because it's all about prevention, right? Not about taking care of yourself after you get sick. Additionally, you'll see that more younger generations, they're starting to take care of how they look, and they're wanting to look good and stay young because they're more exposed in the media, and they want to look good when they're taking their selfies. And the use of communication has been sped up by several years. When people ask, what year is this? You might think 2020, but actually it's 2025. We've been dealt, sometimes by force, to use technology in our everyday lives right now, to the point where no business can now be done without an online presence. We must adapt to the current situations and changes if you want to be part of this new form of communication. So it has now become an inevitability that we must do our business online from our computers and phones through social media and marketing, and to have an online presence that gives us access to anyone and everyone from any place in the world. And the workforce, it's never going to be the same. Many companies have been forced to take their businesses online, and many people have been forced out of work, or they're having to work from home. But from this experience, companies are finding that working from home is actually feasible, and it's actually more economical too, because you don't have to be present at an office to get work done. So I want to show you what makes Nu Skin different from a traditional business. Let's first talk about traditional business and how they distribute their products. Let's say we have a company like Apple, and they will manufacture the products, spend millions on marketing, hiring models, actors, make TV and print ads, and they build these beautiful stores. And only after they go through those steps does the product come into our hands. When we're buying the iPhone, we're actually also paying for all this overhead that you see here in the middle. For Nu Skin's distribution strategy, we're selling directly to the consumer. So we are direct sellers. Yes, Nu Skin is manufacturing the products, and they're also doing all the scientific research and development of the products. However, because we don't have a storefront, we don't spend money on advertisement, models, actors, TV, or print ads. And because of that, the money that would be spent on all that overhead, it instead comes to us. The company empowers us to be the advertisement and be the marketing and face of Nu Skin. And that in turn, they are paying us for that. So here is the role of Nu Skin. They take care of all the back end, or what I call the headache of the business. All the legal issues, accounting, research, shipping, manufacturing, sourcing, all those logistics. And in order for a business to run smoothly, we need a strong back end and we need a strong front end. And I thank Nu Skin for creating this strong backbone for us, because on the front end, that's where we come in. All we have to do is distribute and market the products and build sales teams in order to distribute those products. And we have over 250 products that will take care of you from head to toe, from the inside of your body to the outside. But I do want to highlight our beauty and health devices because it's gotten so much attention. In particular, I want to point out our latest beauty device, the Lumi Spa, which was launched in 2017, and it has sold 2 million units in 18 months. And what makes this so significant is that this single product generated hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. Over 40% of that revenue is coming to us in our pockets. So this is a great opportunity for both new and old partners in the business. And these products are backed by over 75 world-class scientists that are working for us in creating and developing new products, and even improving upon current products to update and reformulate them to keep up with the latest trends, ingredients, and scientific research. So therefore, our products combine the best of nature and science. So what is Nu Skin as a company? It was founded in 1984, and it is a publicly traded company, meaning that all of the information that I shared with you today and the financials of the company are publicized. So let's take a look here at the average incomes of each level in the business. I want you to take a look at this chart and ask yourself, where do you see yourself and where do you want to be? How much do you want to make per month or per year? These are the average monthly incomes, yeah. So when I saw this slide for the first time, my eyes immediately went to the far right-hand side. Why? Because I saw what people were making in a month, I was making in 1 year at one of my previous jobs. Was it really possible that what I was making in a year, these people were making in a month? It was unbelievable to me. But even if you look at the far left of the compensation plan, you'll see that a brand rep can make an average of $500 a month. Now, what would that mean for you? Let me also ask, how many hours do you need to work extra if you wanted to make an additional $500 a month at your current job? So Nu Skin also rewards us for hitting and rewards you for hitting your milestones within the company, but more importantly, for growing your business, your own business. Now, these are all expense paid trips for you and another person, and they're completely paid for, even your plane tickets. How many workplaces do you know where you get paid to go on a vacation? Going on a trip for free is quite an experience, because the last time I went on a trip for free was when I was in high school and I was living with my parents, and it wasn't luxurious. So now I want to talk about timing. When is the right time to join? I want to show you again two of our best selling beauty devices. On the left, we have the Lumi Spa, which was launched in 2017. And on the right, we have the Galvanic Spa, which was launched in 2007, the age-lock version of it. So now it took 10 years for the Galvanic Spa to sell 2 million units. The Lumi Spa sold the same amount of units in just 18 months. Now, this isn't because one device is better than the other, but rather, back then we only had emails, phones, and fax machines. But today, we have social media and the internet, and news and information is traveling faster than ever before. So some of you might be thinking, oh, it's too late for me to find any success in a company that's already 36 years old. But from what I just told you, it proves that we are rolling out new and innovative products such as these, with products that are scientifically and technologically backed. They can be demonstrated to show instant results. And with the help of technology, that makes our social media, social network, even more far-reaching. And you will want to get in as soon as possible. And we have these amazing new products that are just waiting to be launched within this year. One of them being a skincare line that's already so popular, and it's been reformulated to deliver even more powerful results. And some of us have already gotten our hands on the new Nutricentials line, and we were able to share the products through our social media. And on top of that, another innovative beauty device will be launched next year, and it's called Age Lock Boost. And this is a new beauty device that helps to brighten your complexion, that will help minimize your pores while giving you a more bouncier look. And I've personally seen some dramatic before and after pictures, even from just one use. And once this comes out in the US, you will want to have a team of distributors ready to go and spread the word on how amazing this product is. It's a game changer, and you don't want to miss out. And it's because of these innovations that are the future is so bright for us, isn't it? Every time a new product is launched, we become the first to introduce these products to our customers. And we also have a chance to show these products to both old and new customers. And that in turn creates new opportunities for growth in our business. So I'm out here in Las Vegas, and even though things are starting to open up, it will never be the same. And we will refer to this time as the most significant health crisis and recession in our lifetime. No one expected this. And what's also so unique about this event is that it's affecting everyone universally. It's not particular to one city or one country. It's affecting us all around the world. And we are all simultaneously going through this very unpredictable time. And during the pandemic, 40 million people have filed for unemployment in the US alone. And businesses that have been around for many decades and generations, they're having to close their doors. Even with people going back to the workforce, will your jobs still be there when you get back? So if you are okay with working for someone else and you're happy with that, keep doing what you're doing. But if you've ever thought about how you can live your life differently, I'd like to ask, what better time is there than now to truly live freely and do what you want to do? Because no one has been forced to quit their jobs or close their businesses, but that's exactly what we're going through right now. We're officially in a recession now, and we'll get through this, but there will be another recession that will come. And this is just the cycle of the economy, just how the seasons change. It is inevitable. And the question is, are you going to be ready for the next one? And do you want it to look different from what you're going through right now? If you've ever thought of a way to make money that is different from what you're currently doing, this might be the right time for you to do your research, ask questions, and find out if this is the right path for you. What you've been doing for the past 10 years or even the past 5 years, has it been that different? When I was working 7 days a week, there was no way that I was going to maintain that work schedule for very long. Money was not bad, but I knew that I would burn out easily and I had to make a change. I think I was working 7 days a week for about 2.5 years, and I was so burnt out that I had to find another way. And one of my dreams was that when I started a family, that I would be able to show my son the places that he would read about and have him see it in person. So if he learned about the pyramids in Egypt, or if he read about the Great Wall of China, I want to take him there and show it to him so that he can actually go there and see it and touch it and smell it. And I look forward to the day that I will get to show him these beautiful landmarks one day. And as a first-time mom, when I had my son 4 years ago, I was able to stay home and enjoy every milestone with him. And I worked when I could from home, but mostly it was a priority to take care of my son. And I didn't have to commit myself to showing up to an office or studio to teach. And I was able to do that because of a decision that I made 9 years ago to do this business. And in spite of what's going on in the world right now, I feel so blessed that the Nu Skin business continues to not only survive, but to thrive during this difficult time. And the reason why I started Nu Skin, it wasn't because of the products, which are fantastic and which I love, but it was because of the freedom. This business, it can be done from anywhere in the world, any place you'd like, at any time that you wish to do your business. And I'm not saying that this business is going to be like a day at the beach, because I'm going to tell you right now that being your own boss is one of the most challenging things that you have to do, because it takes self-discipline, drive, and purpose to get to where you want to go. But if you were to continue in the traditional career path, wouldn't you like to think that after dedicating your life for 40 years to a job, that you would get handsomely compensated for it, and that you would like to think that it was all worth it in the end? For me personally, if I continued down that traditional career path, I didn't see that my retirement was truly going to be what I wanted it to be. And I don't know if any of you here have thought about your retirement years, but for me, I truly and desperately wanted to live and age gracefully when I retire. When I see my in-laws not having to worry about where their next paycheck is going to come from, and seeing them enjoying their dream home and being able to travel whenever they want, it's something that I aspire to do. And I think I was thinking about retirement so much because I was working so hard for so many hours per week prior to Nu Skin. I mean, who isn't working hard, right? Everyone works hard at what they do, don't they? So why is it that some are making lots of money, enough to create wealth, and have time to do what they want to do in 24 hours, and some are making just enough money to get by with those same 24 hours? So what we've been able to do was create an asset called leveraged income through Nu Skin. I want to show you two different financial vehicles. And I had mentioned before what linear income was before, right? Where you trade your time for money. And if you don't show up for work, or if you don't open your business, you won't get paid. Now, leveraged income is where you're building a network, a team, so that your income doesn't depend solely on you alone. So let me use Starbucks as an example. Let's say a cup of coffee costs $2, and if they sell 100 cups per day, they will have earned $200 per day. If you multiply that by 30 days, they're making $6,000 a month. Not bad for one store, right? Now, I just looked this up online, and Starbucks has 29,300 stores worldwide. So I rounded that number down to 20,000 stores. Multiply that by 6,000, and they are making $120 million per month. Now, this distribution channel turned a $2 cup of coffee into a $120 million a month business. This is the power of leveraged income. Build a network, build a team of distributors, and you will be building your own worldwide anti-aging storeless franchise. Now, John D. Rockefeller, he said that I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Coming from the world's most wealthiest person, I will take his word for it. So let's say that I decided that I wanted to work 24 hours. So I'm working full time, and I decide that I want to work overtime. And on top of that, I decide that I don't want to take any breaks for eating or sleeping because I want to make a lot of money. So I alone, working on my self-employed business or working as an employee, no matter how much I'm getting paid per hour, it means that in 24 hours, I'm getting paid 24 hours worth of pay. Got it so far? On the other hand, if I have 100 people in my team, and let's say that they're working 1 hour per day, that means that I can fit 100 hours worth of work in 24 hours. Wow. This, my friends and colleagues, is the power of leverage. Give me a thumbs up. So, I want to talk to you about timing. When is the right time to join? I hope that I've made it clear for you during my presentation that there's no better time than now to start your business and to start gathering your team of people to work with you and to build a secure future for you and future generations. I recently learned that someone that I know that's a doctor, he has had a significant drop in his income since the pandemic. And because he deals with geriatric patients, they're just too scared to even go to the doctor's office. So his income has dropped from $40,000 a month to $4,000 a month. Now, I'm sure that things will pick up again once the recession is over, but I can tell you right now that his family is desperately looking for extra income right now because they have a certain lifestyle that they're used to. And once you get accustomed to that certain lifestyle, you need to maintain a high income, right? And there's nothing scarier than being laid off without any notice. There's nothing scarier than having your pay cut in half because of an unforeseeable pandemic that is disrupting the world economy. And I know many people that are stuck in jobs that they're not happy with because it's what they need to get by. Is your job really solving the root of the issue, or is it a Band-Aid that is just temporarily solving the problem that will show up again once you stop working? But I want you to know that this business is also going to be moving forward with or without you. So let's get that momentum going on right now, because there's a huge momentum going on right now in the direct selling business. So I wanted to show you a short clip video for just a minute. Let me ask you, are you ready? When will you be ready to break away from asking your boss, when can you go on your lunch break? Or when can you take your time off to spend time with your family? When will you be ready to create an asset for yourself and your family where you can go on a vacation for weeks at a time, or go on a vacation when it's off peak, when everyone else is in school or at work? Because vacations are best when there's less people and it's cheaper to travel on off peak times. So give yourself a chance to create a lifestyle where you don't have to wake up to an alarm clock or someone else telling you how much you're worth. So you might be thinking to yourself right now, is this business for real? Can I do it? Many people are asking themselves when they're deciding whether or not they want to move forward with Nu Skin as a business. So I want you to imagine on your head a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being no, Nu Skin is not for me, and 10 being yes, Nu Skin, I'm ready for you. So if on that scale you're 1, 2, 3, the timing for a business might not be right for you, and that's fine. You can use our products and just, keep it in the back of your mind, because this might be an opportunity for you in the future, but not right now. If you're a 4, 5, 6, 7, you're curious and interested, but you need more information. You might be asking yourself right now, is this real? Which means you need to experience our products and learn more about the business and get more information. If you're an 8, 9, 10, you've tried our products and you love it. You believe the company and the opportunity is real. And the only thing holding you back is the question of, can I do it? The only way to answer this question is through action and experience. You can read an instruction booklet on how to swim, but you won't really know how to swim until you go in the water, right? So go in the water, put both feet in, and let's get started. Because the person that invited you here today is going to be doing this with or without you. And this business can be done part-time, and many do start off this way. So this is really for anyone, no matter what your background, education, or experience. It's for anyone that's open-minded, that's looking for a side gig, and one that could potentially create leveraged income for the rest of your life. So we are all our own bosses, but when you're starting off, know that there is support, training, and throughout your journey. And from the person that invited you here today to our group Himalaya Zoom calls, use these resources as a tool to grow your business, because we are all here to help each other and succeed together. So thank you for your time today, and I hope to see you all in one of our success trips in the future.